poor mindset story. In real estate investing, people will tell you it is 90% mindset, 10% execution. The 90-10 ratio should be applied in life in general, whether you are a successful athlete, entrepreneur, or even parent. There is no such thing as a free lunch in life, and if we truly want the life we dream of, it will require hard work to build up one's net worth. The first step to achieving financial success is building a wealth mindset. And just as there is wealth or rich mindset, there is also a poor mindset. And if we allow our mindsets to fall into the latter, then that is the path that we will take in life. Let's listen to the story of rich man Vishal and a poor beggar. A long time ago, a homeless person was seated by the side of the road. A wealthy man, Vishal, used to walk through the same street. One day, he came by and noticed him sitting on the ground asking for money. Vishal wished to help this unfortunate man. He wanted this person to become wealthy and enjoy life. Therefore, the Vishal gave the less fortunate guy a cow so that he could farm the previously unusable area. Rich man, I'll bring you some seeds in the spring of next year, and by the autumn, you'll be able to harvest and enjoy the results for your effort. This farmland, which you spent a year creating, will be useful to you for many years. The poor man was appreciative of the gift and expressed his gratitude to the rich man by promising to work hard to improve the land and prepare it for planting seeds. He could finally escape poverty, and he had a clear road to riches, which made him incredibly happy. The wealthy man nodded and walked away. The next morning, the poor man got out of bed early and started caring for the land. Seeing his bright future ahead of him, his excitement evolved into motivation. His life got more difficult despite the enthusiasm, since he had to hunt grass, care for his cow, and also eat. As a result, the poor man was struggling more now than before, and developing a raw land from scratch is no easy task. It takes sweat and consistent efforts. 3 months had gone, and the thrill had worn off. And with a hungry stomach and a cow that needed to be fed, the poor man thought, why don't I sell the cow for several goats? I can kill one goat for its flesh, and the others will produce lambs that I can sell to get additional money. The more he thought about it, the more convinced he became that it would be a wiser choice. A week later, he went to the neighborhood market and traded his cow for 3 goats along with some silver to care for and feed the goats. To feed himself, he killed one right away, and he sat around waiting for the 2 goats to give birth to baby lambs for the rest of his days. 3 months had gone, and the small lambs were nowhere to be found. The poor man got frustrated searching for the goats. So he asked himself, why don't I sell the goats for a number of chickens? Eggs are produced more quickly by chickens, therefore I can start making money off them quickly. And as long as they live, they will keep laying eggs for me to sell, allowing me to continue making money. He kept thinking that this was a brilliant idea, and a week later, he returned to the neighborhood market and traded his 2 goats for 3 hens and some silver to care for and feed the chickens. To feed himself, he killed one right away. Then he sat around all day long waiting for his chickens to lay an egg. 3 days later, the eggs arrived, and the poor man was overjoyed. His idea was successful. To sell the eggs, he headed to the neighborhood market. Eggs aren't as valuable as a baby lamb, but every penny counts, he was thinking while grasping a few silver coins he had recently earned. After 3 months, the poor guy realized that despite continuing to sell eggs every other day, it was difficult for him to truly become wealthy in this manner. He was worn out from chasing the hens and selling eggs in the neighborhood market, and he hasn't eaten a complete meal in quite some time. So he killed one more chicken and had a complete lunch. There was only 1 chicken left. The poor man knew that his attempt to fix his financial situation had failed, and that there was no chance he could improve his situation. The next day, he sold the final chicken at the local market and purchased some wine for himself. That evening, feeling miserable and devastated, he got drunk and angry that all hope was gone. Finally, spring has arrived. Vishal, the wealthy man, arrived with his seeds. He felt proud and elated, believing that the poor man had everything set for planting and that one more man could have a better life. When the rich man arrived, there was no developed land, no cow, and the poor guy was sitting on the ground begging for money. Everything was the same as when he first came across the poor man. The wealthy gentleman remained silent. He made a U-turn and walked out. And for the rest of his life, the unfortunate man stayed unfortunate. End part. Poor mindset people will wake up in the morning, check their email, turn on the news, and have already let life take them on a path they didn't choose. They are allowing life to happen to them. Such people blame their financial situation on circumstances, believing that these were the cards they were dealt. A wealthy mindset will already have clear goals set the night before. These smaller tactical goals fit into their grand master plan for the life they want. They are creating a life that includes their financial goals and their lifestyle goals as well. If you feel like life is taking you for a ride, start making some time for yourself, first thing in the morning or the night before. Take some quiet time to focus on what you want and shut out all the life's distractions.